everyone fucking hates this guy for a really good reason. You see, this fuckwit is Igor Litvinchuk. And while on holiday in Hawaii, a local caught him in 4K throwing a fucking rock at the head of a Hawaiian monk seal called Lani.
What are you doing?
Now, stoning wildlife already qualifies you as a grade A pump action cunt. But this is especially heinous because the Hawaiian monk seal is critically endangered. There's only around 1,500 of them left. Now, when locals rightfully tore him a new asshole and told him he was going to be fined for it, his response was, "I'm rich. I don't care."
I just want to talk to him.
Yeah, as it turns out, the walking ad for birth control here probably should have paid attention, because that shit went triple platinum viral and started a domino effect that wrecked his fucking life. He got doxxed, the 2 trucking companies he owns got review bombed into the fucking floor, and he pissed off the mayor of Maui so badly that he has personally directed the state and federal government to throw the book at the cunt. He is facing a minimum of a $70,000 fine and a year in prison. But charges take a while to stick, and he could still wriggle out of them with a good lawyer.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman.
Which is why, while he was trying to walk back to his hotel, someone who I will be referring to as Hawaiian Batman jumped him and beat the fucking brakes off of him. Now, I would never condone vigilante violence, and neither does the Hawaiian government. But when they were investigating this incident, no one who saw it, for the life of them, could identify who did it. It must have been the wind. So, they never caught the guy. However, Hawaiian Senator Brenton Awa, after also making it clear that he doesn't condone violence,
our attorney over here wants to make it clear we don't condone violence, but
wrote the guy a letter of recognition for protecting the environment and dubbed him the ambassador of Aloha. Which, first of all, fucking based. But second, when they give the dude that bashed you an award, that is the universe telling you that you're a waste of air that should have been blown into a crusty sock, you c***. Did you know Australia has the world's longest highway?
Are we there yet?
No! Yeah, this f***ing odyssey of a road is Highway 1. A road so f***ing long that just telling you the length in numbers doesn't capture how f***ing ridiculous this thing is. So, to better illustrate my point, let me take you on a bit of a road trip. Our journey starts in Melbourne, Victoria, where you're going to hop in your Ford Falcon and pull onto the highway, beginning your journey to Mordor. And you're going to begin that journey with a light 10 hours of driving west, crossing your first state border into South Australia, and passing through that state's capital, Adelaide, the birthplace of Hollow Knight.
What, are we gonna fight the sun?
When you're done fighting the sun, you are going to continue west until you hit the fun part, Western Australia. You are then going to drive 38 fucking hours through a featureless desert without ever leaving the state, through the state capital Perth, and then past the mines. Then you're going to hang a right into the Northern Territory, past about 7 million crocodiles, before you will hit Queensland, where you're going to drive through a combination of LA and Las Vegas while trying to avoid hurricanes and every animal in the country. Then you're going to head south into New South Wales and through Sydney, where you can take a look at all of the standard tourist shit and marvel at how truly f***ed the housing market is. Once you're done there, you are going to completely avoid the capital state and city of the country, Canberra, because it's f***ing boring and everyone knows it. The only cool thing there is a fucking slide. And then, after 3 full months of driving and a fucking lap of the country, you will arrive back in the vape capital, Melbourne, where you're still not done, because you then need to drive onto a boat, cross one of the roughest oceans on the planet, and then drive 3 more hours, which will land you in my home city of Hobart, where, after 14,000 kilometres, you will encounter the final boss of Australia, Neil the Seal. Oh, you died? You gotta go back to the start. A lot of people are scared of spiders. But did you know spiders are also scared of spiders? More specifically, this fucking demon. That is an assassin spider. And as with most things that make you physically recoil from the screen, yeah, it's found in fucking Australia.
¿Quieres?
Which makes a lot of sense when you learn that this ET-looking motherfucker was designed in a lab by God himself for one purpose: turning their extended family tree into a fucking McDonald's menu.
Let me get a...
These things eat exclusively other spiders, and the way they execute their cousins is by using their own tools against them. See, they start their hunts by finding a succulent arachnid meal hanging out in its web. The assassin walks over and starts playing that silk like it's fucking Guitar Hero. The victim, and yes, the spider in this situation is a fucking victim, feels those vibrations in its web and assumes the fly it door-dashed earlier has arrived, gets up off the couch, and goes to grab its food. However, when they reach the front door, and this fucking demon from the 7th circle kicks it down, they realise there is no DoorDash. They are the DoorDash. And before the victim can fucking blink, the assassin stabs it through the chest. Because apparently the circle of hell this thing crawled out of is fucking London. And once the victim is firmly impaled, it uses that long-ass neck and oversized jaws to lift it off the ground so it can't fight back while it is pumped full of venom. Once that happens, the assassin spider just fucking holds the victim there, stone cold staring at it as the life slowly fades from its eyes. Wombats defend themselves by throwing it back. But to understand how the fuck they actually do it, you're gonna need to learn a little bit about them first. You see, Australia is home to 3 species of these bad boys, all of them equally adorable, and very importantly, all being burrowers, meaning they dig out a nice little hole for themselves and the family to live in, because, like the rest of us, they can't afford a fucking house in this economy, man. They grow to around 1.3 meters in length, but despite being small, they are built like fucking tanks, weighing in at a chunky ass 35 kilos, but despite their weight, I shit you not, they have a top speed of 40k an hour. Now, the fact that they can nearly get booked in a school zone, coupled with them being a tank-class marsupial, forms the start of their defense strategy. So you see, a fun fact about wombat anatomy is they spect all their defense points into their ass. Rather than having fat and muscle, a wombat's cheeks are made out of 4 thick plates of fused cartilage, making it extremely solid. And this Kevlar BBL allows for the fucking funniest defense mechanism I have ever seen on an animal. Basically, if a predator tracks down Mr. Wombat to his burrow, it'll stick its head in and start trying to dig him out. In response, the wombat will line his ass up with the tunnel door, chuck the gear shifter into reverse, and fucking floor it backwards up the tunnel into his aggressor, slamming his ass into its head. The impact then squashes the predator between his steel cheeks and the roof of the burrow, straight up crushing its skull skull like a Mortal Kombat fatality. I cannot make this shit up. Australia has a lot of spiders, but recently we found a new one, because of course we fucking did. And the new one is the most certified Australia moment I've ever seen. For a bit of context, one of the several thousand spider species we are home to is the Sydney funnel web, the deadliest spider on the planet. Because of course it's down here. Where the fuck else did you think you were going to find it? These scary looking fuckers are highly venomous and can flatline you with a bite in 15 minutes. And if you think wearing thick clothes will save you, be aware the bastards have fangs long enough to punch through shoe leather. Now, why do I bring these little nightmares up? What is the one thing worse than a spider rocking armor-piercing rounds that can send you to heaven with same-day delivery? A bigger spider rocking the same perk setup. That's right, Australian scientists have found a brand new species of this funnel web that is even bigger. How much bigger? Well, the standard Sydney funnel web grows to around 5 centimetres or 2 inches. And I mean, if you're asking me, 2 inches is more than enough. 2 inches is actually fucking huge. By comparison, this is the new one. It's twice the fucking size, cunt! 4 inches of 8-legged menace to the animal kingdom. But that isn't even the best part. You see, do you know what they named this thing? Do you know what professional scientists named a supersized version of the most dangerous spider on the entire fucking planet? The Newcastle Big Boy. Deadliest spider on the entire fucking globe. Big Boy. Only in Australia.